In today's lecture, we discussed about types of machine learning. We all know there are some types of machine learning. Those types are: first is supervised machine learning. Then second is unsupervised machine learning. And third is reinforcement learning. See, in supervised learning, there some labeled data and the training model is given to the system, and by using this labeled data and training model, system give us some prediction. Then this type of machine learning is called as supervised learning. We give some model already and some labeled data. By using this model and labeled data, system give predicted output which is too much correct. In case of unsupervised learning, when we see that here model is training, we give training to the model, but we don't give labeled data. Here we give labeled data, here we don't give labeled data to the system, and by using this unlabeled data and using training model, the system give some output to us. Then this is called as unsupervised learning. When we see in case of reinforcement learning, in reinforcement learning we give some programming data or some computerized program to the system, and by this program study surrounding of the system, happens in the system, and by studying this surrounding, computerized program gives some predictions or some output to us, and they learn by using feedback. Then this is called as reinforcement learning. In case of supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and in reinforcement learning, here there are some drawbacks in supervised learning also. That is, those drawbacks are here we use a large amount of training given to the machine here, and but by giving large amount of training, these outputs is correct as compared to unsupervised learning. But here the disadvantages of unsupervised learning is, in unsupervised learning there have lot of training is required, okay, but but prediction is not correct. That is, this is a correct, this is a not correct, but this is here training is required, here training is not required. That means advantages of supervised learning are the disadvantages of unsupervised learning, and disadvantages of supervised learning are advantages of supervised learning. So these two models are not proper to use. Because there are some faults in those models. So for overcoming the fault of these two models, we build a third model that is called as reinforcement learning, which overcome all the drawbacks present in supervised and also unsupervised learning. In this type, machine learning forward going through unsupervised learning model. That is one example of unsupervised learning, that is a robot. We know all about robotics. And robotics is the best example of reinforcement learning. We see in robots, that is when one robot dog is there, the movement of his arm is same as the natural dog, because some system or some program is wrapped in this machine, and by using this, the dog movement like a original dog. This is a learning, and this is a forming reinforcement learning. Also in robots, we see that there are so many robots which do work like a human, and the final conclusion of supervised learning is to make human-like brain system and which work like a human brain. And here we go in further lectures some another points which are included in machine learning.